What's up? What's up? We are live. Sorry for the delay, but we have some breaking news concerning Tasha K and Cardi B. So it's looking like October for some stuff. Looking at the trial, going to probably start in October. They got some orders to submit and in September. So it looked like. Okay, I'm here. Can y'all hear me? Yes. Can y'all hear me? If y'all hear. Can y'all hear me? I'm sorry, I got a phone call. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Okay. So we just got some updates on Tasha K and Cardi B case. Tasha K is not letting down on this case. It's looking like, they got some orders to submit in September, and it's looking like I saw it in the order. I didn't really read all through it, and I'm looking in, I think it said October. So the trial going to be pretty much in the fall of this year. So this is really good. This is really amazing. Tasha K is not letting up. This is going all the way to trial. And listen, media are going to be talking about it as well. All type of media, the Shade Room, the TMZ, everybody's going to be talking about it. This case can pretty much change how YouTubers operate when they concern and talking about celebrities, and all the celebrity pretty much they are watching in the music industry, especially when it comes to like YouTubers that are using their platform. So this is going to be history making. So we will definitely be covering this. I will have on my bow tie. Okay, I'm just gonna have on my bow tie, and I'm gonna cover this trial. Okay, it's really gonna be amazing. This is the first trial that I actually know. Is it the plaintiff? Or is Tasha the plaintiff or the defendant? One of the parties. Okay, and she's literally going with against Cardi B. So this is legendary for Tasha K platform. I just want to do some predictions. If she were to lose, and they said, she lose, she'll pretty much have to pay, Cardi B some money. And the judge will probably say, oh, take down the gun. Pretty much she'll lose. This is a civil case, but she's going to come out as a blogger that went toe to toe with Cardi B in the legal system. I don't think that Cardi B would have thought that Tasha would have just continued this and say, I'm not going to back down on this situation at all. I knew it. I was like, listen, I don't think Tasha K is going to let up on Cardi B. I think Cardi B, when she said, hey, I'm going to sue, and she thought she was going to run and hide, Tasha K is not running and hiding. I already got different colors. I'm going to have a purple bow tie, blue bow tie. I'm going to get a pink bow tie. And so many different color bow ties. Definitely I'm going to be wearing. We got a promo video that's going to drop as well. So I'm definitely going to have my different T-shirts. We're going to have merchandise coming and everything. We definitely are going to be there. It's going to be amazing. Amazing to cover this trial. I just want to let everybody know this is not a criminal case. This is civil, because some people were saying she's going to go to jail. She's going to get locked up. That's not the case. This is a civil case. The most thing that Tasha K will have to do is pay some thousands of dollars. According to Tasha, she have already paid $400,000, $500,000 in legal fees. I think Tasha K have used this trial to boost her presence. Okay. To boost her presence on social media, to boost up her company and all of that. So that's what I want to say. I think this is going to be definitely great for Kibi in Kibi Studios. This is going to be awesome. So I want to talk about RKelly really quickly, and I want to break this down in their case. Now, really, he's on trial because they said that he had, he took advantage of women and pretty much had, ran a criminal enterprise and pretty much held women against their will, et cetera, et cetera. But I'm listening to the case that the state have that he's dealing with. They're not proving a criminal enterprise that he have paid to get these underage girls under his leadership. Most of the girls that is testifying, they were of age. Some of them said, well, I wasn't of age. I was 16. Some, it seems to me that they lied about their age. This case is not really looking good for the state. Because if you were to look at the documentary that they did, Surviving R. Kelly, and then the Gayle King interview, you would think that the state will just really just knock it out of the park, and they're not really knocking it out of the park at all. Because one of the guys said, "Listen, when it speaking of Aaliyah, he didn't pay me to do this. He didn't even know that I bribed the person to get the ID so he can marry Aaliyah. He didn't even know. So it's a very weak case for the state. His lawyers are really doing a good job, and I would not be shocked if R. Kelly, if it's proven that he's not guilty. He may be guilty on one charge, but he won't be serving a lot of time. And he's already he's already have served so much time, and of course he got cases other places. But listen, this is looking like R. Kelly is going to win this. It's really looking like this. And of course he got other cases in another state. And then also, too, his music catalog, financially, he's taking a hit because it's expensive. Just like Tasha, she's dealing with a lawsuit with Cardi B. It's very expensive to pay for lawyers. You know what I'm saying? To pay for those lawyers, it costs a lot of money, especially if you have multiple lawyers to cover your case, especially with a big case like R. Kelly. You need multiple lawyers to specialize in your case, and they charge by the hour. So Mr. Kelly, he wants to actually sell his music catalog. He want to actually sell his music catalog, and while selling his music catalog, he wanted to sell it for over like $70 million. But don't nobody want to purchase his music catalog. If I had the money, an investment, that's a good ass investment because I believe I can fly. The song, the music that he did for Michael Jackson, the music that he did for so many other people. He want to sell it. The reason why he want to sell his music catalog is because he need money. He's running low on cash. And I'm like, wow, don't nobody really want to touch it because of the allegations. Don't nobody really want to touch it because of he's at trial and dealing with rape and talking about he enslaved these girls. But let me tell you, with that money, and I'm just saying this crystal clear, if I had the money, I definitely will sell it more. His catalog is definitely worth $200-300, probably $400 million. But of course, when you don't have the money, when you are like R. Kelly and you have the bad people in your ear, they low value it because he's just trying to get rid of it. Just trying to get something. Trying to get $5 to about $10 million because of the simple fact that he's running low on cash. So listen, if I had it, I would definitely sell. If I was R. Kelly, I would not sell my music catalog. I definitely would not try to do that. I would not do that at all. That is just crazy. But when you're low on cash, you're fighting for your life. You're fighting to be out free, and you got to do what you got to do. Okay, you got to do what you got to do. And it's really sad that R. Kelly. I'm reading a book about Mr. Kelly. And he was molested as a child. His sister slept with him. He had another woman, did some things to him. So he became this person. Now, they have to prove that he did it to these girls, that he took somebody took them against their will. They have to prove that it was a criminal enterprise and stuff like that. So, of course, I'm going to look more into this case. But as I look at it, it looks like R. Kelly is going to get away. Now, morally, making somebody eat poop, I mean, did he force you? Did he put a gun to your head to eat the poop? Did he put a gun to your head to write these letters to force you to? Now they're saying some letters that he told his victims to write. And I'm like, did he put a gun up to your head to do that? They're not proving that, right? If you're saying, oh, he made me eat boo-boo. Okay, but did he put a weapon up to your head and say, eat the boo-boo? Or did you consistently, you just ate it because you was with your man, you ate the boo-boo? So I'm just trying to get understanding, like, even with the writing the letters, the state is still not proving that he forced those women, and the women that's on there, they're just not credible. A lot of them their stories are just not making sense. So it's, they really have to prove this thing. And Aaliyah is not on trial. Aaliyah cannot testify at all. I know they're trying to prove a point of talking about he got married to Aaliyah and all of that, but he's not on trial for Aaliyah. That's not one of the charges, but I know they're trying to make him seem to be this predator, but Aaliyah is gone. She's been gone for a long time, for over 2 decades. That's not the case. We're talking about the new current stuff, and they still haven't not proved, I would say, a criminal enterprise. Now, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a lawyer. You know what I'm saying? I'm just giving my perspective as a commentator of how I see it at all. But he did make him eat boo-boo. He forced him to write letters and stuff like that. And then I'm to look at it and how Mr. Kelly said in his in the interview he did with Gayle King, that these parents are using these women to get back at me financially. Now, this is the thing though. Okay. Listen. If R. Kelly testified, many people is not talking about this. What if R. Kelly get on the stand? And what would R. Kelly actually say on the stand? Will he expose the other man that was around him if he were to do that? What would be his testimony? And you think he would be credible? The thing I would say that R. Kelly should not testify is because he's too emotional. And the prosecutors are going to make sure they get him cussing, upset. They want him standing up, punching the wall. And if he can't keep his cool, it's like, don't even testify, because he really was upset with the Gayle King. He was standing up, he was punching. You can't do that on trial because that make you look guilty. So we definitely going to be reading the transcripts. We're going to be reading all of this type of stuff. I'm telling you, I'm going to read it. I just want to give you an overview of how I look at all of this situation. As well, Geronda was 16. That was not a legal age. You have other people testifying about 3 more weeks. So we should definitely see how this is going to operate at it. And then this is the thing where the defense is trying to look at it and say, some of these women lied about the age, saying that they were 16 and saying that they were actually 18 years old, 18 and 19 years old, and then lying. And then they trying to say, well, I told him once we had sex, I told him that I was actually 16, and he told me to just keep saying that that I'm 19 and don't tell nobody that you're 16. So it's just like, you a liar. I'm just like, y'all lied about your age. Like, Geronda, like, you lied about your age. So is that R. Kelly's fault that you sit here and you manipulated the man and you lied about your age? And then now you trying to say, well, he told me, I told him my real age, and he said, don't worry about it. What? This y'all put her on the stand? Y'all put her on the stand. Y'all put that woman on the stand. Really? Okay, so it's just like, if his lawyers, all the thing lawyers have to do is I'm going to tell you, his lawyers is going to have to continue to discredit those witnesses. And this is just really something. I'm really looking at this. He really had to discredit those witnesses, and he may get off on these charges. He may get off. I will not be shocked at all. I'm just looking at this. I'm looking at this case, and I have to give, Tasha her credit. A lot of things that Tasha K have said, pretty much 100% of her reporting is now being broadcast on during this trial. So she really did an incredible job. That's why her videos are like coming through my feed of those old videos that she did 3 years ago. Absolutely. That's not his fault. He asked for ID and he likes young girls. Why would he ask for ID? You guys are not using your brains. Listen, again, I personally believe that R. Kelly did deal with underage girls. Now, whether it's knowingly, that's the question. Or was he manipulated? That's another question. These are questions that I want to get the answers to. And if he did these things, he definitely needs to be under the jail. I'm going to tell you this because nobody deserves to be walking out free and you're messing with minors. That is wrong, that is illegal, and that is nasty. You cannot do that. If someone is under the age of consent, you cannot be with them sexually. That is against the law. So if he is guilty of these things, of course he needs to go down. Absolutely. Of course he needs to go down. Oh, most definitely. And I definitely, Toronto, she definitely not credible. Absolutely. I agree with Tasha on that. But we have more testimonies. I think it's about a couple of more weeks left of this trial. A testimony. Yeah, testimonies. We got a couple of more weeks. So we're gonna get more information about this. Absolutely. You said he came after her daughter, who was clearly underage. If they agree, then I don't think he should go to jail. Okay. It's like mixed because if you lied, I'm looking like, why are you lying about your age? Like, this is why I am I make sure that I don't get caught up in this mess. You know what I'm saying? This is why you got to be 25 and up, 26 and up, 27, 28. Ain't nowhere in the world I don't want 18, 17, 16. I don't want that at all, right? 25, 26, 27, 28. Like, it's something with your mind to make you want somebody that is a child. It's a sickness, and it's a sickness that some people have in this world. That's sick. Like, so I was speaking to a sister. She said, Wiley, I was 15 years old when I was in a relationship with a 30-year-old. I said, that is a predator. Then I was watching Aretha Franklin movie. Shout out to Jennifer Hudson. I went to go see that movie a couple of weeks ago, Me, Myself, and I. And she got pregnant at 13 years old. I think 13 or 14 years old. I believe it was 13 or 14. How old was Aretha Franklin when she got pregnant? And a grown man impregnated her, came to her room, what the movie showed, and that was a predator. That was back in what, the 50s and the 60s, and those men still exist to this day that prey on the youth. It was very sick. And when I saw that, I said, that is sick. That was a predator. He wasn't in jail. He didn't get arrested. I don't know what happened to him at all. But I look at this and see, my grandmother got pregnant at 13 years old. And I share this story. Many people say, "Oh, you shouldn't share the story." I said, "Why not?" The person that impregnated her, they were an adult. I believe they were an adult, and she got pregnant at 13 years old, and that was my grandmother. So predators have been existent for a long time. Like predators have been in it, especially in the Black community. Like, we need to those people need to be exposed, right? So when I saw that in that movie, I said, "Oh my gosh, like, that's crazy. That's crazy." And I watched the other biopic. I forgot what they did. It was on a network television. It was on TV, and they did like a series of Aretha Franklin. And then it was like she was so young and she was pregnant. And I'm like, oh my God, but that's you when you don't watch your children. And her daddy, see, this is where you want to break it down. And see, this is why parents, and even with the RKelly thing, if your children get caught up in this, the parents, you are responsible for your children. Her daddy having them parties, he supposed to be a preacher, and having parties at night, having sex, doing all this type of stuff, and your daughter get preyed upon because you got all of that activity that shouldn't even be going on in your house when you got girls and you got children, especially when you got girls. And now when you got children, because it be people that prey on boys. So that just something for it. And her father is the blame of that, right? And if you look at RKelly, it ain't just RKelly. The parents need to go down, because where were you all at, parents? If these were underage women, where were the parents? And should they be charged? If I was the prosecutor, I would be looking at the statutes in New York or Louisiana, whatever state that I practice in. I'm going to be looking in the statutes to see what can I press charges or on the parents, because it's not just R. Kelly. Because I'm like, how can you send your child to Mr. Kelly? That to me is a point that, because they just keep talking about R. Kelly and then if I was on mainstream media and they put me on mainstream media to speak on the R. Kelly stuff, I'm being like, yes, but let's also talk about the parents. Where were the parents? Did the parents give up their children to Mr. R. Kelly to be preyed upon for their better life, for their financial gain? So that's the point that when I look at that, I said, where were the parents? And I'm like, wow, like it's so much with the R. Kelly. It's like a system that protected him for a long time. If he's guilty, is the system need to go down as well as those parents? Oh, absolutely. 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 You guys, listen. I am sitting here very calm because let me tell you, Azrael testified that her parents lied about her age too. So that's what I'm saying. If her parents lied about her age, and Azrael lied about her age, is that the blame on R. Kelly? I'm just saying, like, wow, like you. This is why I want to get more in detail of this case, because if your parents lying about your age and you're lying about your age, why are we blaming R. Kelly when y'all coming to him lying about your age? And then you say your mom is pretending to be you, and it's just like this. I'm telling y'all, whether and then they was like, well, that was Mr. Kelly. He created those letters just in case we if we go down and stuff like that. Okay, all right, all right, whatever you want to say. Not in that case, but at some point he knew. All right. And that's what that some point he knew. That is what the state is going to have to prove on Mr. R. Kelly. But I do want to ask y'all as a poll, the people in the chat, and I just want you to be honest. Press 1 if you believe R. Kelly is guilty. Press 1. I'm going to ask a question, especially if you're a parent. Press 1 if you believe R. Kelly is guilty. Press 2, you believe he's not guilty. And we're going to open up the phone lines once I get home and do all that. But press 1 if you think R. Kelly is guilty. Press 2, you think he's not guilty. And I want your honest opinion. Just press 1. Press 1 if you think he's guilty. Press 2, you think he's not guilty. Press 1 if you think he's guilty. Press 2, you think he's not guilty. All right. It's like a split. It's like a split here. Okay. Okay. And some people say, why wait these years later? Free R. Kelly. All right. We're gonna cover this some more. Mm-hmm. All right. And I want to say this. We have started our memberships. We're gonna do a live over there. So we started our membership. So if you want to become a member over here on the Wiley Show, please do it. We're gonna do exclusive lives, exclusive vlogs, working out. Patreon, y'all got some exclusive stuff that we posted about Tasha K case and also how my body look. Okay, over there on Patreon. I think he's guilty, and some of those parents, hide your kids, hide your wife. Congrats on the members button. So we started the members button. We got some things coming. Also, before I go, because I got to get back inside here. Vegas, we're gonna do Vegas in August, and we are going to do the third weekend in August. So that date, I don't have the date, and somebody got a calendar. The third weekend in August, we're gonna do the third weekend in August for Vegas in 2022. So that's the meet and greet is gonna be there. I'm looking at comedy clubs and trying to find a comedy club for me to do my debut, stand-up comedy. So I'm looking into some stuff, and I really want y'all to come because it's going to be great. You know, for me to first do comedy, I'm already writing jokes and different stuff, and I want to try this material um, out in front of the producers and in front of whoever else in the audience. So I'm really excited about that. So we're going to do that as planned. So that's going to be in Vegas, Las Vegas 2022. Okay. So I can't wait to see you all, if y'all join and everything like that. So absolutely. So I'm going to stay. I'll post like the hotel on Patreon where I'm going to be at. So if y'all want to book there or, on the strip, it's up to you. But I would love to see you. Okay. Absolutely. Now, it's some other Mr. RKelly, man. See, I'm torn because I still listen to the man music, but I know how to separate the music from the artist, right? I still listen to his music. I don't feel guilty. I listen to his music. Thank you. I don't feel guilty at all that I listen to the man music. I will continue to listen to R. Kelly music. And nobody's going to ever stop me from listening to the man's music because I like his music, right? He's an incredible artist. Man, personally, as a human, is questionable. Very questionable behavior. That's why I'm watching this case thoroughly. And to make sure, I'm like, he did a lot. My thing is, I was stuck on you making somebody eat boo-boo. When I heard that, even though I heard it from Tasha, hearing that again, I'm like, you need to get into that. Ain't nowhere in the world you about to force me to eat my stuff. Like, come on now. Come on now. Absolutely not. Come on now. No. He's charged with racketeering and human trafficking. I don't think they proved that yet. Yes, they have not proved that yet. Racketeering and human trafficking. No, they have not proved that yet at all. At all. They have not proved that yet. At all. Nope. That's the key. And we're going to break that down in another live. I just have to come and do Chronicles. I'm a little calm right now because I have a heavy heart. Because I saw some things today. Didn't make me feel good today. And I have a heavy heart. So that's why I'm not. But, I say this. I always try to get as personal and stuff like that. I will tell you this. I just saw something today. And it just brought heaviness. You know what I'm saying? But I said, woo. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. All right. I don't believe he did no trafficking. He can't even read. See, that's why I'm like, he can't read. Who changed the title? What did I change? You said change the title. How could he do all this? We'll really break that down. He can't read. Racketeering, human trafficking. He can't communicate. Like, they really have to prove that. So we're really gonna break that down. He cannot read. I was reading books. I'm telling you, like that. It's like true that he cannot. He can't read. Now, one evidence against him. Hello, he has a whole. With okay, but we're talking about this trial. I think people again trying to bring down the 2002 or that case, the case back in early 2000s, but we're talking about 2021, the trial right now. Okay. Now, we will be back live on YouTube, on StreamYard. We got to go back live because we got a whole lot of stuff to talk about. So once I get back home, we going back live. So stuff like that. I don't have the time. It will be on the community wall and stuff like that. And members join because we're gonna be doing exclusive stuff on members. I don't know the time because when I get home, I gotta take a shower, I gotta massage my cricket foot and all that good stuff. But we definitely will be doing that, stuff like that. Yeah. So we definitely gonna be doing all that good stuff. So absolutely. Okay, they said you people need to stop listening to the lies to the media. Go read the transcript. All right, thank you, Fight for Freedom. Send me the transcripts now. People, send me the transcripts. Send it to me because I'm definitely gonna read it. Baby. We gonna have a reading fest. Send me the transcript because I'm definitely gonna read it. So because one of my producers supposed to send me the transcript. I'm like, girl, send it to me. I can't do everything. I'm working, doing this and everything like that. The membership is $5. We got a cooking show, the workout. It's really gonna be amazing. It's gonna be great. I got other guys. It's gonna be great. So if you come through the membership, it's really gonna be good. We're gonna give y'all content over there. It's really gonna be good. Yes, please post it on the community wall. I definitely will post it on the community wall, and I definitely will post it on Instagram. We definitely gonna have a good time. And if they try to call me talking about, oh, you late on your lunch break, let them call me. I guarantee you, I'm gonna drag this place with y'all on YouTube. Not y'all gonna hear me give my response. There ain't nowhere in the world you should be worried about why I'm late on my lunch break when there ain't no gloves, no wipes. You gotta go track down some stuff to clean people. Okay, let's not get that started. All right. Anyway, yeah, got to get the transcript. Yeah, send me the transcript. WileyShow@gmail.com. Yeah. And I want it from the Wiley perspective and stuff like that. Yeah. Thank you for those that are sending it. We got other stuff we about to break down too. But yeah, you guys, Patreon. Yeah, I post something on Patreon already. We want you to keep your job now. I'm gonna keep it. Oh, I'm gonna keep it. Oh, absolutely. I'm gonna keep it. Yeah. I'm gonna keep it. Let me go, child. I better say, you took you all that time. All that time. I said I gotta take a 30-minute break. Thank y'all so very much. Y'all have a good day. I will see y'all in the live. All the girls got caught up and let Cardi even their own lawyer. Yes. Thank y'all so very much. It's going down. And then next is gonna be Tasha K case. That's really gonna be entertaining because that's like civil. You know what I'm saying? This RKelly case, we gonna break that down too. Absolutely. We going like we got a lot to talk about. I just know Wiley see everything. Okay. All right. Don't forget to thumbs up. Also, too, don't forget to thumbs up. Don't forget to share. Make sure you follow us on Instagram. Thank you all so very much. And y'all have a good day. And I will see y'all soon. Peace.